who's back there? Well, here we are, the Land Grill.
Well inside the boat at all times. And for the courtesy and comfort of those around you, we do ask that there please be no eating, drinking, smoking, or especially the use of flash photography. You may take pictures, but please do not use a flash. Thank you. My name is Michelle. Welcome to a boat cruise across the land and through time to the center of something most of us have forgotten about. And that is that all of us today, wherever we are, must grow food to live. We do this in partnership with the land. So let's listen to it. Let's listen to the land.
Listen to the land. Listen to the land. Just think.
The Earth is a marvelous planet for growing things. What begins with a seed driven by the wind becomes a thriving complex of plants. Imagine them bigger than life. You can almost see them growing, using the sun's energy to take minerals from the soil, gases from the air, and water to carry these to the leaves. Plants are wonderful pumping factories, making our proteins and carbohydrates through a process called photosynthesis. A partnership with the land is still a challenge in some areas of our world. One of these areas is the tropical rainforest. In its natural state, the rainforest is an explosion of life, favoring many plants and animals. But the challenge of harnessing these nutrients can make it difficult for us to live here. The challenge of the Great Desert is quite the opposite. Here, the bright sun evaporates water much more quickly than nature can supply it. With scorching heat and howling sandstorms, you can understand why many people feel the desert is too harsh a place to ever grow food. Too harsh a place? That's what people once thought about this land. The vast American prairie confronted settlers with bad weather, natural brush fire, and swarms of locusts and other insects. But the land was there, immense and fertile, so the settlers persevered. And in time, much of this prairie became the family farm flourishing with crops. The time of the old red barn, the scarecrow, and animals in the yard. Now let's take a closer look at our past century of American agriculture. Small farms are being developed into large-scale agriculture as growing food becomes more of a science than a way of life. We now have better machines, better seed, better fertilizer and pest management, and better research, all resulting in more food per acre. Now we've pushed from the past right up into the present, and we have seen a lot of changes. But what about our future? Could we make the tropics, temperate zones, and deserts of our world more productive? Well, here at EPCOT Center, we're working on it. The plants you are about to see are real and alive. They're grown year-round in our sophisticated greenhouses. will never replace traditional agriculture, but it will help us become more productive and begin to meet some of the challenges we've seen in our difficult areas. Now, due to the sterile conditions of our greenhouse and for your safety, we do ask that you please refrain from touching the plants and soil. Thank you. These are some food plants of the tropics. To grow more food in less space, we've intercropped coconuts here with cacao. Cacao being the commercial source of chocolate and cocoa. And to your left, we have papaya. The fruit of the papaya, much like the cacao, is grown directly on its trunk. The papaya is very high in vitamin C. Also to your left, we have bananas growing in these trees, which provide the world with 1/4 of its fruit supply. And here to your right, you see sugarcane growing. Sugarcane accounts for 60% of the world's sugar. Throughout the world, there are only 8 plants that account for 90% of the food we eat. And most of this comes from just 3, wheat, corn, and rice. And you can see rice growing here in both of these rocky terraces. Tall palms like this peach palm to your left and coconuts to your right are vital tropical sources of food and fiber products. And up here to your right, just past all these pineapple plants, you can see vanilla growing on the trellises. The vanilla, whose bean is highly valued for its flavoring, is the only edible member of the orchid family. A major source of protein, both now and in the future, is fish. Up here in our aqua cell, we are researching new ways to grow fish and other seafood through aquaculture. Aquaculture is the controlled cultivation and harvest of aquatic plants and animals. In these small growing areas, we can produce tons of aquatic food, such as these paddlefish here to your left, which are a source of quality caviar, and also these popcorn tilapia to your right. In our shallow raceways, we do use special feed, recirculated water, and controlled lake transmission, such as this experimental red pepper overhead. This is to help us gain maximum growth of fish, such as our channel catfish here to your left, and our African tilapia to your right. And up ahead in these aqua tubes, you can take a closer look at our tilapia hybrid, American eel, and on the bottom, our channel catfish. To meet the challenge of the hot, dry desert, we can use crops that require very little water to grow. Here to your right and left, we have the very fast-growing lucina tree, which is used for fuel. And up along this back wall, we have sorghum growing. Sorghum is very drought-tolerant and also the world's fourth most important cereal crop. Here to your right, we have both sunflowers and up ahead buffalo gourd. These two produce a very starchy root, and their seeds are high in vegetable oil and in protein. And if you look carefully here to your right underneath this cotton, you'll see our drip irrigation system. This black tubing is normally about 10 inches below the surface, and it efficiently carries water and other nutrients directly to the plant's root zones. With this kind of technology to open up our arid lands in agriculture, the bright sun of the desert can produce quality crops. Because greenhouses do provide for control of wind, humidity, and temperature, they are very useful in desert regions. Temperature control allows for a year-round harvest, and with vertical growing on these strings, our greenhouse production rates are up to 10 times that of the open desert. The large fans you see up here to your left draw in air, which evaporates water from the brown wet pads to your far right. And this is how we cool and humidify our greenhouse. Here we are also researching advanced integrated pest management. For this, we carefully inspect our crops to determine any problem and then select a compatible pest control. This may include using disease-resistant plants, the steam sterilization of our soil, sticky yellow tape to trap small flying insects, the raising and releasing of pest-eating insects such as the ladybug, and also carefully controlled pesticide spray. In our growing areas, we do produce tons of fish, lettuce, tomato, and cucumbers, and all of these are for use in our EPCOT Center restaurants. Creativity will continue to change change agriculture. We can imagine any number of innovations like all of these experimental conveyors. These are all used to grow crops without soil. Future generations of settlers will challenge the harshest of environments, even outer space. A lunar base will depend on plants to support these colonists. So here, we are researching the soil needed for lunar farming. These growing systems are a prototype to the ones at the Kennedy Space Center. So along with NASA scientists, we are pioneering space agriculture. You are now watching carrot plantlets being developed from single-leaf cells, a process which takes about 20 days. Biotechnology is based on the fact that every cell contains all the information needed to reproduce an entire plant. Scientists are using tools like biotechnology to make a tremendous impact on food. With this exciting new technology, creativity, and plenty of hard work, we can meet the challenge of producing abundant food for everyone, even in areas of the world once thought too difficult to harvest. Our future can be limitless if we work with nature and listen to the land.
Nature's plan will shine.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, we do have two other churches here in the land pavilion. As you exit and to your right, we have the Kitchen Cabaret. This is a lighter look at good nutrition, featuring your hostess, Miss Bonnie Appetit. And on our upper level, the Land Harvest Theater features the movie Symbiosis, which is a closer look at man's relationship to the land around the world. For your safety at this time, we do ask that you please remain seated, keeping hands and feet well inside the boat until we come to a complete stop well beyond these railings. If you are interested in exiting the building at this time, the exit is on the upper level of the pavilion. You may wish to use this time to gather up all your personal belongings, and when disembarking, please do lower your head and watch your step. And on behalf of Kraft, our sponsor, Walt Disney World, and especially myself, Michelle, we hope you've enjoyed listening to the land, and that you have a great day here at EPCOT Center.
Well, we made it all the way to the end. Thanks for sticking around. Please like and subscribe, and I upload videos on Mondays and Thursdays.